Hi. Yes, Casanovians. Alright, attracting women is easy as long as you're stupid. Lol. So this one really goes out to my traditional client. Alright, the guys who I typically work with are high achieving, busy city workers who work stressful jobs, lead hectic lifestyles, typically between the ages of 30 and 40. And usually, when they're interacting with women, when they're trying to create these cosmic connections, their overall vibe is as flat as flatbread from Pret a Manger. I don't even know if they do flatbread, but it's too logical, right? It's too logical, it's too boring. They might have money, they might have a good body, they might have a penthouse, but the girls just don't want to F with them because it's the energy that they're giving off. I heard Tom Torero say in a podcast, R.I.P. by the way. I've got so much time for that guy. He said that when he was coaching guys, one of the hardest things to teach was personality, right? Like, and this is what guys, especially guys on the internet who are just consuming a lot of red pill manospheric content, it's what they just do not understand. They're just regurgitating so much that they hear online. But as Oscar Wilde said, most people are other people. Their lives are quotation, their passions are mimicry, something along those lines, right? So in the real world, just having money, just having a 10 out of 10 body, just having the penthouse, yeah, cool. It might buy you attention, but it doesn't sell the product entirely. And all this is like learning what we call game. It's not so much a process of learning anything new, but relearning, yeah, stripping back those layers of social conditioning so we can connect with our most authentic selves. Pablo Picasso said, it took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child. And what I've learned after solo traveling to over 30 different countries around the world, spending a lot of time in a lot of extroverted environments, like really being at this social game since the age of 13 years old. The best guys in this game are the ones who can dumb themselves down, right? Like I think it was Owen Cook say this a long time ago, where he said that all game really is learning how to dumb yourself down more. Yeah, like you remember when we were at school and we were in the playground, right? And you know when you just used to banter with the other children. I remember there was when I was at college, right? There was this kid who I used to hang around with. We'll call him Mike. This guy was one of the most stupid, low IQ people I'd ever met. Like he couldn't even read until he was about 12. Like he was just he was a moron, right? He was a complete moron, low IQ. I don't even know what he's doing in life now. Probably flipping burgers in some fucking burger van. Whatever he's doing, I don't know. But anyway, this guy, when we were in college, was absolutely swimming in high quality options. And the reason why he was so successful early on in life was because he was too stupid to think. Like, when he saw girls that he liked, he'd just go over to them. Like, he was playing the game more excited to win than he was scared to lose. He was just saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. He would say some outlandish things to girls. And at this time in my life, I was what, 17 years old. I still sucked with women at this point. I was still trying to learn from these hashtag naturals. And I was like, how is he getting away with this? And then I eventually learned that, oh, it's because he's too stupid to think. He's too stupid to care. He is living for an audience of one. Whenever he says something, he's so detached from outcome. He's so detached from how he's going to be received. Like, he's not speaking to these girls because he wants their validation or he wants their approval. He's just saying what he says because it pleases him. And this made him a magnet for attracting women. And this is why I'm saying to you that attracting women becomes a lot easier when you're stupid. We have one of our members in the Entourage, which is my private network. So all my clients are in my private network, the Entourage. One of our guys is over in Latin America at the moment, and he explained to me that over in Latin America, there's a lot of guys who are doing this thing that we call cold approach or day game. But to them, it's not cold approach, it's not day game. It's just a way of being, right? This is what I try and get across to you boys. Like, imagine somebody who has all of the skills associated with cold approach, but knows nothing about cold approach. Imagine how that guy would interact with the world. So over in Latin America, where this particular guy is based, he's like, yeah, dude, there's guys everywhere, just like approaching girls on the street, approaching girls in supermarkets, at the shopping malls, like just going over there, declaring their desire. It's like, they're too stupid to understand. They're too stupid to think. They're too stupid to think, oh, what's this person going to think of me? They're too stupid to comprehend the spotlight effect or social pressure. Like, they're unable to think too many steps ahead and experience failure in advance because they just don't have the grey matter for it. And I think that we can learn so much from these low IQ people, right? Like, if you're anything like my traditional client, high achieving, busy city worker, got it all on paper, still can't pull a muscle, you're most likely an overthinker right now. And when you're approaching those girls, you're giving off a logical, serious vibe. Remember, girls, they just want to have fun, right? So I think by dumbing ourselves down a bit more, being a bit more playful, being a bit more carefree. Okay, Kristian, how do I actually do that? Like, there's so many things which have helped me. So just let me give you a practical blueprint. First of all, acting as if. This is an exercise which has helped me so much in my life. Acting as if. All right, imagine right now, just as a thought experiment, you had 10 gobsmackingly gorgeous girls in your phone who you could text right now and they would all come over. Right? Just imagine that was a situation that you had right now. Imagine how carefree, how non-needy, how detached from outcome you would be when you're speaking with new women throughout your day-to-day life. Like, if you've got 10 girls in your phone who you can message and they can all come round and you can have this intense euphoric orgy, then when you're interacting with random girls on the street, you're not really going to give that much of a toss, are you? You're just going to be like, yeah, cool, you know, she's nice, I'm just going to make some jokes, I'm just going to say what I want to say, she doesn't like me, that's okay. And that mindset of, this is me, take it or leave it, living for that audience of one, is what these low IQ guys are so good at, because they're just too stupid to think. So acting as if, right? Act as if you already have 10 girls in your phone who you can bring out tonight, and then that will allow you to tap into that freedom from bullshit frequency, being more carefree, being more detached from outcome. Another thing that's really helped me is spending time around people whose approach to life that you want to emulate. Okay, if you're going out there and let's say you've watched a couple of these videos and you're thinking, okay, I want to try cold approaching, but then if you're trying to do it all on your own, and if the only people you're spending time with are other logical thinkers, other high achievers who they've almost forgot how to be a boy, yeah? It's like they're so wrapped up on making money and becoming materialistically successful that they almost lose a part of their soul, of that boyish, roguish charm. I told a story yesterday in a live stream about that guy who I was in a mastermind with, who was based out in Singapore. We went to this super dingy bar. This guy, he's got more money than he knows what to do with, right? He would go out to Singapore, he'd spend $1,000 a night on table service. He still couldn't pull a muscle because he was leading with his wallet, and he was so up in his head thinking, oh, what are these people going to think of me? Just super serious, logical guy. And when he came out with me, because my approach to life was so, it was so different to his. Like, I was just going around, working the room, just being playful, being carefree, just being that full-bodied, unapologetic version of myself. People were being attracted to me and being repelled from him because he was just so boring. He was just so logical up in his head. And again, this is what guys do not understand these days. So many young men are being brainwashed by the brain dead into wanting to want what other people have told them that they should want to want. Oh, make lots of money, become a high value man, get a Lamborghini, get a penthouse, and then build it and they will come. It's like, no, dude, you just don't understand. You don't understand intersexual dynamics, you are not fluent in the language of the feminine, you can have all of those materialistic trophies, but if you're boring, if you can't speak to her desires, then it's like working your bollocks off to buy a Lamborghini and then being unable to drive it. Okay, so acting as if, that's really good. Spending time around people whose approach to life you want to emulate. That's why I created my private network, the Entourage. Okay, when we work together, you get an entire year of dedicated coaching, right? I'm the only one in this industry who I'm aware of who offers what I offer. You get an entire year of dedicated coaching where you work with me, and then here's the important thing, right? If after the end of our year together, you're not happy with the progress you've made, the life you're living, and the women that you're dating, and you've done everything that I've told you to do, if you're still not happy by the end of that year, let me know. I'll give you your money back. No questions asked. Like, I am the best in the world at what I do, and I get the best client results in this entire industry. And evidence has got the loudest voice. So if you go over to my Instagram page at Casanova Dating, then you can see all of the testimonials for yourself. You can look on my website. I let my clients do the talking for me, right? Like, it's certified. No one can accuse me of being a scam or being a shit coach or being a charlatan. It's like, dude, the evidence is there. Go look at the testimonials. Speak to the guys who I've worked with. Listen to their stories. Guys who I've worked with who are part of my network. Guys who can come and travel the world with me, crusade and dominate. Like, it's all there, right? I'm the best in the world at what I do. I change people's lives for a living. So if you resonate with me, you like what I do, and you think, fuck yes, I want to get part of this movement, there's a link below. Click it. Apply to work with us. If not, you can get all my courses for free. So gobble those up. But spending time around people whose approach to life you want to emulate, okay? You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You heard that, right? So if you're just spending time around serious, logical thinkers, then when you go and approach that girl, you're going to be giving off this serious, logical energy. So something that really helped me in my own life as well was before I went full time with my coaching business. So I went full time with this in June 2022. So I've not even been doing this full time for 2 years. That's fucking crazy. Wow, that's mad. I've not even been doing this for 2 years. That just shows you what's possible when you take radical action. Anyway, before I was doing this, I worked a full-time job at a museum. So I worked in a museum in York. It's called the National Railway Museum. Represent. And during this job, I didn't really realize it at the time, but during this role, I had to deliver science shows to groups of children, all right? So we'd get schools who were coming in, and I had to deliver shows. So every day when I went to work, I was doing between 3 and 4 shows a day. The shows lasted for about 30 minutes. I had experience of delivering shows because I've been a magician since the age of 13, right? Age of 13. I made the decision to become a magician because I had severe social anxiety. I was a sniveling mess. I couldn't get any. Anyway, so during this job at the museum, I was delivering shows to groups of children. So I was spending a lot of time around children from like, I don't know, they were like from 7 to about 11 years old, like that age bracket. And what I found by spending time around children, like children are they're like the best archetype to model our behavior off because they're just in the moment. They just say whatever the fuck they want. They just fart. They just pick their nose. They just nudge each other and be like, "You're stupid." And like when I was when I was delivering my shows to these children, oftentimes they would heckle me. They'd be like, "What are you doing? You're stupid. Get off. We already know that." I was like, just like that energy. Yeah, that energy was so infectious. And it's that quote from Picasso again, right? Just write this down because it's so true. It's like, it took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, a lifetime to paint like a child, right? I think being able to tap into this childlike energy where we're just living for the lols, yeah? We're just enjoying ourselves. We're just saying whatever the fuck we want to say. Just approach a girl, be like, "Hiya, you've got nice elbows. You look a bit stupid as well. Ha, lol." And like, saying this stuff with a smile on your face, it's like, I hope I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to get across to you, right? It's not your bank balance, it's not your body, it's not your fucking penthouse. It's who you are rather than what you have. It's this energy that you're giving off where it's like, this is me, take it or leave it. I want you, but I don't need you. I'm just going to approach you. If something happens, great. If nothing happens, that's okay, because I'm operating from this place of self-adoration rather than self-deprecation. And the other thing that I want to give you is prioritize play. Right? Prioritize play. I think that not being playful is ruining your dating life. Okay, so just make sure, like, throughout your week, you are dedicating some time to just enjoying yourself, just being a boy again, right? You've got a lifetime to make money, but you've got a finite amount of time to be a boy. Yeah, we're only young once, so do things that you enjoy. You can go paintballing with your friends. If your friends invite you out to go and get a beer in a beer garden, don't just be that boring knob who's like, oh no, I need to work, I'm trying to be a high value man, 16 hours a day, ignore women for years. Like, dude, all of this delayed gratification is a bunch of bollocks. Like, when do you stop delaying? What are you going to do? You're going to get to 35 years old. You've ignored women for years. You've been this serious fuck for the past decade of your life. Imagine being that 35-year-old guy who's making six figures. He's got the 10 out of 10 body. He's got the penthouse. And then he still can't pull a muscle, and he's never experienced what it's like to be in the land of women. Like, if you're a 35-year-old guy and you've never had your heart broken before, you just ignore women for years, you follow the mentality of build it and they will come, and you get to 35 years old, you fall in love with a gob-smackingly gorgeous girl, and then she ends up leaving you for someone who just does it for her more. Dude, that's a dangerous position to be in. All right, so prioritize play, get outside, enjoy yourself, have weekends away, solo travel the world, like go to these different places, come to Thailand, go to Brazil. If you're in Europe, go to fucking Italy, Spain. Like, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And the final thing that I want to give you is, if you are the typical client that I work with, high achieving, busy city worker, stressful job, hectic lifestyle, it's very difficult for you to go straight from work mode to play mode, right? A lot of guys who I work with personally, they'll often message me and be like, oh, you know, I've come out of work, or I've just finished my work, I've been at my laptop for 6 hours. The last thing that I'm thinking about is being playful and talking to girls. So what I actually suggest they do is two things. So first of all, what I found to be most useful is having this little 10-minute transition period where let's say you've just finished your work, you're feeling very logical, you're feeling very in your head, you're thinking too many steps ahead, you're experiencing failure in advance. Just have 10 minutes. That might be 10 minutes at home or outside. Probably better to do it at home actually, but well, sure, do what you want. Just do things that snap you into a sense of playfulness. Just walk around your house or dance around your house, beat your chest, like send some voice messages to other like-minded guys just to get you into that playful state, or go outside. This is what a lot of our guys are doing at the moment, inspired by yours truly. Go outside and record yourself in public, right? Just record yourself in public talking about absolute nonsense. Like one of our guys, Joseph, he's been going around supermarkets, recording himself in public, just saying ludicrous shit to the camera, just to get him into this free flow, playful state. Like, yo, out today, gonna go approach girls. Oh, there's an inflatable unicorn. Oh, maybe we can go and ask somebody, hey, excuse me, where's the inflatable unicorn at? Hey, you look amazing. Wow, you're so nice and you look fun. Haha, lol, cool. Like, dude, if there's one thing that you can take away from this video, just remind yourself, girls want to have fun, right? And it's not about becoming a comedian and just being this like playful fucking jester. I find that the best vibe that we can cultivate when it comes to attracting women is having the simultaneous vibe of the brother and the father. I think this is a lightning combination. So if you can function as this brother figure, so you can, like when you approach girls, you can take the piss. Yeah, you can assume attraction. You can assume familiarity. You're not taking yourself, the situation, and you're not taking her too seriously. Yeah, a lot of guys, when they approach girls, they might get a frosty reception at the start. Like, you might approach a group of girls at a bar and they're just like, oh, go away. But then you can just say something, right? You can just have the social intelligence to dumb yourself down and be like, oh, why are you stupid? Like, what are you doing? Whatever the fuck you say. And like, they can light up immediately. Like, I've seen this happen time and time again where I've approached a group of girls. At first they're frosty, and then when they can see I'm not taking myself, the situation, or taking them too seriously, where I'm like, oh, you're one of those girls, like, oh, like, you're wearing your heels. My mom always told me, like, oh, Kristian, never approach girls who wear heels, they'll break your heart. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Newcastle. Oh, is it true what they say about girls from Newcastle? Oh, I don't know. What do they say? Oh, you've not heard. Never mind, I'll tell you on our first date. Ha ha ha, lol, now I'm a butterfly. It's like, just not taking yourself too seriously, right? Just having this playful aura of the brother figure. But, and this is the important thing, also, what's the word? Also marrying that with the energy of the father. So you're not always playful, right? Like, when the moment calls for it, you can be grounded, you have authority, you can make decisions, you can take bold action, you can make the important decisions when they need to be made. If you're going on a date with a girl, you can message her being like, wear this color dress, meet me at this bar at this time. Like, having this dominance, right, and being able to mix these two, dude, if you follow the advice just from this one live stream, I promise you, your results with women are going to go through the roof. You're going to separate yourself from 99.9% of guys because you become the full package that way. It's like, I think I've heard women say, or someone said that, like, find you a guy who can do both, right? So having that dominance, but also having the playfulness, having the energy of the brother and the father at the same time. So she knows that she can have fun with you, but she also knows if she crosses the line or she pisses you off, then you've got no problem putting her in her place. Like, dude, that is genuinely what they want, right? They want to be able to have fun with you, but they also know that if they do something wrong or piss you off, then you actually have the emotional bravery to call her out on that. And I think this is where just dumbing ourselves down more really helps with that. Because oftentimes, if guys are on dates with a girl and she's being a little bit bratty, or she's taking ages to respond to messages, or she's just eliciting behavior which the guy doesn't like, because he's too much in his head, because he's scared of losing her, and because he doesn't have a set of balls, he won't call her out on this bullshit. But women can't be turned on by a guy who they don't respect. So that's why I'm saying to you, yes, be playful, dumb yourself down a bit more, don't take her or the situation or yourself too seriously, learn to laugh your way through life. It's not all that deep. Like, in 100 years, none of this is going to matter. It's all going to be space, dust and ashes. So whilst we're here, let's not die with our music still inside of us, right? Let's live fast, let's live ferociously, let's love hard, love ferociously, let's just do everything that we want to do. We're only young once, okay? So let's not be another one of those mindless morons who's sleepwalking his way through life and wakes up when his best years behind him. My good friend Joseph said that. You can't spoon a Lamborghini. You cannot spoon a Lamborghini. So yeah, listen, boys, I really hope that this live stream has helped you. These are the sort of discussions we have in our private networks. We have group coaching calls every single Sunday, and these calls really get our members pumped for the week ahead. We have so many amazing discussions, so many high-level guys in there, 6-7-figure entrepreneurs, business owners, digital nomads, you name it, we've got it, artists, writers, magicians. So yeah, if you're completely new here, my name's Kristian. I travel the world teaching high achievers how to build top 1% dating lives. If you've been out there, you're thinking to yourself, do you know what? I actually want a group of like-minded people to connect with, then we're here for you. Like I say, you get an entire year of dedicated coaching when you work with me. If by the end of our time together, you've done everything that I've said and you're not happy with the life you're living, the women you're dating, and the progress you made, you let me know, give you your money back. I get the best client results in the industry. I will change your life. So apply to work with me before I get bored of doing this and I become a sheep farmer. So yeah, at Casanova Dating on Instagram, so you can actually see the testimonials and you know that I'm not just talking out my ass like, oh, I get the best results in the industry. It's just like nothing there, no evidence. So yeah, all the testimonials are there, and then you can get all of my free courses below as well. So I've got 2 free courses. I'll link the links below. They give you everything you need to get started and get results in this space. So yeah, if you enjoyed the live stream, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube so you don't miss another video. I'm doing live streams every single day of the year because I want to show up to you boys, change your fucking lives, deliver optimism every single day down the camera. I'm creating a new video at the moment, so I'm gonna be busy with that. Anyway, I've talked for a long time here. If I've said one thing during this video which has benefited you and it makes your life 1% better, then I'm a fucking happy guy. So yes, the Casanovians, I love you all very much. Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. If you like me, great. If you don't like me, fucking good as well. We need to polarize in this world. Anyway, love ya. Bye.